friends, welcome to our chemistry. So in this video I am going to continue the nomenclature of heterocyclic compound. So here I will continue that thing, and I would like to tell you to see my previous video first, then come to see this video. Then that nomenclature of heterocyclic compound will be very much clear to you. So in this video particularly I am going to discuss about the nomenclature of fused heterocyclic compound, and in my previous video I have discussed about only the heterocyclic compound which have only one ring and which have heteroatom in that ring. And in this video I'm going to discuss about the fused ring, So when we are going to discuss about the heterocyclic compound, fused heterocyclic compound nomenclature, so first of all we have to know two terms. That two terms are, for fused ring we need to identify the prefix and the base component first. So we need to know the prefix and the base component here in between two fused ring. And we will do numbering on prefix, and we will add letter on base component, letters on base component. So our first work is to identify the prefix and the base component in between two rings. Okay, so to do that, after doing that, we can give name to that heterocyclic compound. So before doing that we have to know how we will identify a ring as a base. Means how we will identify the ring as a base, how there is certain rules. So let's see the rules. Okay, so here are the rules. Means suppose in a fused ring compound we have two rings. Okay, in between that two rings the ring contains heteroatom that gets preference for base component. These all rules are applicable for choosing the base component. Ring containing heteroatom gets preference over the ring that don't have any heteroatom. Okay, now if both the rings have heteroatom, then what we will do? The ring have large size, will get preference over small ring. Okay, this is the second rule. And the third one is, if suppose there is two rings with same ring size, but one ring contains nitrogen, another ring contains sulfur or oxygen, then nitrogen containing ring always gets preference. If nitrogen containing ring is smaller in size, then also it can get preference. So nitrogen containing ring gets preference over any ring irrespective of the size of the ring. Okay, and for the fourth rule is here, when there is no nitrogen, is present, then they will follow the priority order. Means oxygen, sulfur, selenium, nitrogen, phosphorus, silicon, bismuth, as I told you in my previous video. So, and another rule, the fifth rule will be, more number of heteroatom gets preference. The ring having more number of heteroatom, that will get preference over the another one. Now when two heteroatom is close, now if we have two ring, that two ring have same number of heteroatom and that two ring have same size, then what we will do? We will take the ring which have the heteroatoms in which the heteroatoms are closer than the other one. Where the heteroatoms are closer than the other one, we will take that ring. So when two heteroatom is close, means numbering less. When the heteroatom gets less numbering on them, they will get preference. Means when heteroatoms are close, that ring will get preference. And to see the applicability of these rules, we have to go for some examples. So let's go for some examples. Okay, we have two examples here. One example is this, another is this. So our first rule was, we will take the ring which have the heteroatom we will take that ring as a base component and we will put letter on that base components. Now the thing is, here in the first example, we have two rings that have no heteroatom. We have another ring that have a heteroatom oxygen. So we will prefer that ring as a base component and we will do lettering. How we will do lettering? We will go from the heteroatom bond towards the junction of the ring. Means we will put A on the heteroatom bond and we will put B here on the junction. Okay. Next we will do lettering. So that ring is our prefix. So we will do numbering on that. So as there is no nitrogen, so no need of numbering here. So we can write it as first put the name of the prefix. Here the name for the prefix is benzene and we will take it as benzo and then put the name of the base component. Means it is a furan ring, so we will put furan here. So here is furan. As we are putting furan here, so we will left a space here. Why? To put something here. We will give a third bracket and we will put B here, as the ring junction is indicated by the letter B. So benzo B furan will be the name for that fused ring. And see, in the next case, for next case we have this thing, and here in the next case we can see we have two rings, and in that two rings we can do here so here we have two ring, and in between two ring I told you before that ring having nitrogen we will prefer that as a base component. So here base component will be the ring that have nitrogen here. This is irrespective of the size of the ring, so it will be our base component and our prefix will be this. So now we will do lettering on that. If we put letters, so we will go from heteroatom towards the junction. Means here is A and here will be B and that junction will be C. Now we will do numbering, as the other prefix ring have a heteroatom. So according to numbering we will go from heteroatom towards the ring junction. Here it will be, we have we will put 1 there, 2 there and 3. So the face of that, this 1 2 3 is going that side and this ABC also going that side. So we can write here the name of the prefix first. The name of the prefix, this is a pyran ring, so we will put here pyrano, then a third bracket, then name for the base component, it is pyrrole or pyrrole, so we will put pyrrole here. So here is the pyrrole. So here we will write 2, 3 hyphen C. So it will be pyrono 2,3C pyrrole. Next, go for our next example. In our next example, there will be that ring contain nitrogen and oxygen and another ring that also contain nitrogen and oxygen. Just the nitrogen and oxygen positions are different for that two rings. So that this is a 5-membered ring, this is a 5-membered ring, this has both nitrogen oxygen, this has both nitrogen oxygen. Now see, in case of this ring, nitrogen and oxygen are closer than this ring. So if we put normal numbering, so 1 2 they positioned on 1 and 2 and they will be 1 2 3 they positioned on 1 2 3. So here nitrogen oxygen is closed enough and here numbering is less. So we will consider this ring as a base component and we will consider this ring as a prefix. Now we have to start numbering from This means we have to start numbering according to the priority here. So when we are doing numbering, as this one is the prefix base component. For base component we will do lettering. How lettering will be done? A, then we will go this side or this side. We will go for this side because heteroatom is this side. We will always go from heteroatom to ring junction. So A, B, C and D. And another way for numbering to the prefix, there will be 1, 2 and 3 according to the priority. 1, 2 and 3. Now our prefix, we have to write the name of the prefix. We have this is our prefix, and this have a name oxazole, and this have a name isoxazole. So we will write oxazole here, then third bracket, then oxazolo, then isoxazole, and then we have to see that here A, B, C, D this side, here 1, 2, 3 this side. So 1, 2, 3, then 4 and 5. So 1, 2, 3 is this side. So 4, 5 towards down, C, D towards up. So they are opposite inside. So we have to write 5, 4, then D. So the name will be oxazolo 5,4-D isoxazole. I hope this video is very much helpful to you, and if this video is helpful to you, please give a like, and your one like gave me motivation. So please give a like to my video and do subscribe to my channel, and if this video is helpful to you, also share with your friends. So thank you for watching. Thank you.